Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Welcome again, my dear students, 8th grade students. Of course, we are still in Unit 8. Today we have a reading lesson. This is Student Book, page 91. It is April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day. So, of course, in this lesson, students will be able to read and listen to the text, answer the questions about the text, learn some new vocabulary in context, it means through reading, and of course, the most important, to express their opinions about the topic. Let's move directly to your student book. Here is on page 91. Of course, as usual, we have a pre-reading question. Here's the number one: work with a partner, read the quiz and guess the answers. Before reading the text, of course, we have this quiz. To remember, of course, we have a quiz is a general question where different people are asked to give their answers to this quiz, and according to this quiz, the answers of this quiz may be used to tell something about you or the society in general. Of course, here we have 5 questions. So, of course, we don't have typical answers here. Everyone here can have his own answers. How much do you know about April Fool's Day? On April Fool's Day, people, what do they do? Before the 16th century, New Year's Day was 3. April Fool's Day is, we have 3 choices: spaghetti and Big Ben. We have 5 questions, so you are free to have your own answers, of course, just to discover what do you know about April Fool's Day. Of course, you will discover that if your answers are accurate or not after reading. So, of course, in number 2, read the article, check your answers to the quiz. So, answer, then read. So, why don't we start reading? Then we'll check our answers. Of course, here we have this text: April Fool's Day. Of course, we will start reading and listen at the same time. Then we will move to the questions.
CD2, track 36. Listen to the article. April Fool's Day. Be careful. Today is the 1st of April. Don't listen to your friends when they say school's closed for a week. Don't run to the window if your dad tells you it's snowing. It's April Fool's Day, and you don't want to be the fool. People believe that April Fool's Day began in the 16th century, when New Year's Day moved from the 1st of April to the 1st of January. Of course, there wasn't any TV or internet, so people didn't know about this change until several years later. People who continued to celebrate New Year's Day on the 1st of April were called fools. Playing jokes on the 1st of April is still normal in English-speaking countries today. News programs enjoy the fun too. Here are 2 of the most famous jokes from the British TV channel, the BBC. In 1957, they showed a program about spaghetti growing on trees. A lot of people thought it was true, and they phoned the BBC to ask where they could buy the trees. Then, in 1980, they said that Big Ben, the famous clock in London, had a new digital face. Everyone was very unhappy about the change, until the BBC told them it was an April Fool's joke. Fact. In 2013, a famous internet search engine said that people could now use the internet to look for different smells. It was one of the most popular April Fool's jokes ever.
Okay, so this is the end of the reading, of course. Now, after reading and listening, of course, we can check our answers for the 5 questions in the quiz. So here are the answers. 1 is B, 2 is A, 3 C, 4 C, and 5 B. Anyway, after reading and checking our answers, now we move to something dealing with the verbs inside the reading, making nouns from verbs. How can you make a noun from a verb? Of course, this is called a gerund. What is a gerund? A gerund is a verb that ends with ing. Of course, we can't say that it's a verb now, because if it's a verb, it should be preceded by a subject. And of course, in the present continuous, is preceded by ism are and was were. Other way, other than, it should be considered a noun. So look at the article again. Find the noun from the verb play. What do we add to the verb to make the noun? So play. How can you change play into a noun? Of course, play becomes playing. Playing. Playing is the source, it's the gerund of a play. So complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in the box. So have a party, play jokes, take photos, use the internet, play an instrument, watch films. So here's an example. The first one is done for you. Playing jokes instead of play jokes. You can't start the sentence with a play jokes unless it's affirmative, it's imperative, of course. In imperative sentences, you can start your sentence with a verb because you have a hidden subject, which is you. When I tell you, please do something, do this, open the window, for example, it means you open the window, please. So now, playing jokes, instead of play jokes, playing jokes on 1st April is still normal in English-speaking countries. Of course, in the area, in Arab countries, we have something like this. It's nowadays called Kidbat Nisan. It's the the 1st of April Fool's Day. Okay. I think on TV is better than going to the cinema. So number 2, watching films on TV. Instead of watch films is a verb, watching films is a noun. On your birthday is a great way. 3, on your birthday is a great way to see all your friends and have fun. Having a party. Having a party on your birthday. With your mobile is easier than with a camera. Taking photos. Taking photos. Number 5, in a band is hard work if you have to play a concert every weekend. Of course, playing an instrument. Here we need, of course, we mean musical instrument. So playing an instrument in a band is a musical band, a musical group, is a hard work. Okay, on a very small computer, screen is difficult. Using the internet. Use the internet as a verb, using the internet. So watch something that you can notice that all the verbs now are changed into gerunds. This is a kind of nouns, a type of nouns. Watching films. Of course, if it's he is watching films, in this way it should become a verb. He is watching. Watching is a verb. But watching in the beginning of the sentence is used as a noun. Okay, so this is the way we change the verbs into nouns, into gerunds. That was exercise 4. What about 5 and 6? Here's the time for you to think about the text. Imagine you are the news reader. Write down 2 jokes you would like to tell everyone in your country. I'd like to tell everyone that monkeys can talk. I'd like to tell everyone that the moon is made of cheese. That's a good one. I'd like to. So you can have your own joke. Imagine you are a newsreader. Write down 2 jokes you would like to tell everyone in your country. Of course, the criteria is different from one place to another. Of course, what you believe to be funny and a joke may be not a joke in another country. What about your workbook? Of course, next lesson you are asked to go straight to page 81, your workbook. Of course, as usual, this is this is your job. You are asked to read the text by yourself. Is a fun day out. We're talking about different amusement parks, theme parks. You know, the place where you can have rides and different games. So we have different theme parks or amusement parks from different countries. So you are asked to read about the 4 amusement parks, and of course, which has one of the highest roller coasters in the world. Just to answer the first question. After that, we come to the practice of the new words, uh, highlighted words: roller coaster, aquarium, ride, battle is number 4, replicas, monuments. These are different words. So, and here, of course, we have definitions. Complete the definitions with the words in bold. For example, the first one is done. A replica is a copy of something. And of course, replication is trying to copying something again and again. A replica is a copy of something. So just complete the definitions. Again, in number 3, read the text again, match the box with the sentences. Write CC, just the first letters for each one of the theme parks. Just write CC, U is for Universal, W, and SF, San Francisco. So just write the first letter. Where is this? So has a ride with great special effects. This is, of course, and U, which is Universal. It's Universal. He's a Universal Studios in Singapore. What about number 4? Just have you or your friends been to an amusement park? What did you do there? Write at least 5 sentences. You just about a short story about your experience with amusement parks. You can write about your own experience with amusement parks. This is everything. Of course, next time we will do these questions together, these exercises. But of course, you have to do them first by yourselves. Then we will do them together to check your answers. Thank you.